Troy Deeney, you don't know Newcastle, and it's one of the greatest cities in the world, and that's not just bias, it is. And the people are fantastic. Brilliant place to live. People are hospitable, and there's no away bars except for Stack and Mayfair. So take your opinions and stuff them. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Magnificent Mags channel with my pre-Bromley preview. It's 12:45 p.m. on the Saturday before the game, and just up here at Whitby Abbey. Beautiful place. Benefit to work. I got in for nothing, but wanted to come up here for ages. A bit of a tricky climb, 199 steps, icy, but you know what? It's surprisingly warm up here. I got this hat because I left mine in the hotel. It was only a tenner. It's lovely and warm. I've turned into a beanie. I feel like I'm back out in town in 2008 when JLS and that won the scene. But yeah, just up here with the mother. It was a little Christmas present to her. She wants for nothing, so just booked a trip away for her and she chose here. Now, what a weekend for it. It's been icy, but this place is incredible. But anyway, yeah, let's get on to it. So, yeah, Bromley. Tricky game. It should be. I know we've won 7 consecutive games, but that means nothing in the FA Cup, as we know. We've still got to be professional, no complacency, and make sure we just get through to the next round, because it would be good if we can keep both cup dreams alive. I mean, as I said yesterday, Pete Graves said, why can't Newcastle do the FA Cup and League Cup double in the 70th year since our last domestic trophy? Well, yeah, the FA Cup being our last domestic trophy, and it's third round weekend. As we've seen, Villa have got through so far against West Ham. Third round weekend, and Newcastle 6 times winners. We used to dominate this competition, well, especially the 50s, I mean. We've won it 1910, 1924, 1932, 1951, 1952 and 1955. And I can't believe that's our last domestic trophy. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Bromley, 12th in League 2. They're on 34 points. They're 6 points off the playoffs, which is 7th place. And in 2022, they're the FA Trophy winners. They beat Wrexham 1-0 at Wembley. And yeah, it's a return of Andy Woodman. And actually, it was pointed out by my mate Craig M last night. He signed him on Football Manager and he said it was absolutely terrible. But he did used to play for Blythe Spartans, if I remember right. Levi Amachi, if I remember his name right. I do recognise the name. My goalkeeping coach, Eddie Howe, said in his press conference yesterday, it was told him that he actually scored against them once, though he couldn't remember. Andy Woodman probably can't remember too. But yeah, we can't have any complacency tomorrow. Well, you all know what it's like, these games. I mean, I was there at the Cambridge game before the cup scheme came in place, where you keep your own season ticket seat. I was in the Milburn, in the Platinum Club, and yes, it was a terrible game. Kieran Trippier's debut, lost 1-0, but again, Eddie Howe only came in 2 months before, and the squad wasn't fully under his identity and image yet. But again, as he said yesterday, it might have been a bit of a distraction. So yeah, survival was the most important thing back then. But he's taking it one game at a time, as he says. It's just the next game that he focuses on. And why can't we get a 4th round spot, which we should be doing? We're at home with a Premier League team. Yeah, it'd be amazing if we do get the 4th round, still in 2 cups, and we could get a favourable cup run. Because for the first time in ages, we seem to be getting home ties again when it's all been aways. And yeah, speaking of that, 3 consecutive away games, and the squad, that's just brilliant. I mean, as we know, after Villa, we've beat Man U, Spurs and Arsenal. It's just incredible. But yeah, back into another cup competition now. It's good to be back home with 3 consecutive games. Bromley tomorrow, then Wolves and Bournemouth. So yeah, I'll be there as always. I'm looking forward to it. I expect changes. as I posted on my video yesterday, it's good to see Martin Dubravka staying. Eddie's confirmed that Isaac was coming back today to train, but he's given him time off, and I'd expect the same for Sven Botman. So I expect a much changed team. I expect a much changed team tomorrow. I'm probably expecting Vlachodimos, Trippier right back, Cher and Kelly target left back. Midfield probably of Longstaff, Miley and Willock. Then a front three, I'm expecting of Harvey Barnes, Will Asula and Miggy Almiron. We've got to utilise the squad, give them some minutes. So yeah, I do expect some changes. I'm expecting Bromley will have a go, they'll have chances, but we don't want to be a banana skin. So in the end, they'll have some chances, but I expect with Premier League quality to come through in the end, and I'm going 4-0 Newcastle, and they will be in the 4th round draw, which I think's Monday. I can't remember, but the last tie's Monday, so it could be Monday evening, but I haven't checked that yet. It's not going to be much of a preview. Again, League 2 team. I don't know too much about them other than Andy Woodman and Levi Amachi. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you're expecting Newcastle to progress and to be in the 4th round draw, especially being at home. But one other thing I just want to cover before I go is Troy Deeney. Yeah, the guy who's got teeth that look like a picket fence. He's annoying. He's got a cheek to say no one would live in Newcastle. Now he's a coward as well. I'm calling you out. If anyone wants to share this with TalkSport, feel free. I'm happy to even come on TalkSport and call him out, because he is a coward. Calling Newcastle United and Newcastle as a city. He says he's never been here when he's challenged by our fans outside the ground at the Emirates on Tuesday. So how the hell does he know? I've been to Birmingham. I've been to Villa twice, and I've been to Wolves, and each time we went for a night out on Broad Street. It was great, but Birmingham does not match up to Newcastle or Northumberland, anywhere like that. So Troy Deeney hasn't got a clue. He's a coward for saying he never said that to our fans, and then he's went into the Emirates, and then he doubled down, and then he's even tripled down the day. My mate sent it through saying he was on TalkSport again. Thank you, Bill, for saying that. Shout out to Closey, saying that he's been on there and called out again. So yeah, the guy's a coward. So how about you visit here first and see what the place is like? Well, sorry, not here physically, you know what I mean, here as in home. So how about he visits Newcastle first, or Northumberland, and then he makes his mind up rather than call him out, and stop being a coward and saying one thing to fans' faces and then scurrying into the ground and saying another thing. Two-faced. That's what you are, Troy Deeney. You're two-faced. And let's face it, you were a crap manager. You got sacked by Forest Green. You basically took them down to the National League. And what the hell did you achieve in your career? Wall won as much as you. So come on. If you want to come on here, Troy Deeney, you can. If you want me to come on TalkSport, I will. So don't call Newcastle before you've been there. Now, I've been to Birmingham. Not too bad a place, but it's a dump. And there's places that are dumps everywhere. But don't go and call Newcastle when you've never been there. You haven't got an opinion of it. You're just doing a lazy narrative like a lot of the media do, who can't stand a successful Newcastle and a happy Newcastle. But anyway, rant over. I'm going to go now. Like I said, it was just a short preview for the game. But yeah, it's surprisingly warm up here, as I said. And it's freezing down there. The 199 steps were covered in ice. But we made it up here safely. I put on the Instagram at bandlane87 this morning, the American diner. That was great, Emma's Diner. Got to go there if you're ever in Whitby. And just going to do one last scan. There's Whitby Abbey. You've got to come here. It's a fantastic place. If anyone knows Bram Stoker and Dracula, you've just got to come here. Place is incredible. Look at this. Look at that, man. What a place. What a view. And what a day's weather for January. Absolutely brilliant. And I'll give you a scan here. Look at the coast. There's the North Sea. Brilliant North Sea. Yeah, Troy Deeney. I bet you've never even been to the coast because your brain's landlocked, a bit like your opinions. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everyone who comments, likes, and please continue to subscribe. Share the word out, follow the Magnificent Mags channel for all the latest content. I've got lots of stuff lined up for this year to make 2025 a lot more interesting. But yeah, anyway, one last scan of the place. Do a big 360. and I'll be back tomorrow after the match. It's not going to be a full video, it's just going to be a post-match reaction of how the game went, and hopefully that's Newcastle through to the FA Cup 4th round. But for now, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, Mags, and enjoy the match tomorrow, whether you're watching on TV or if you're at St James's. So from me, Whitby Abbey, the North Sea and Whitby itself, bye bye.